Hey Team Miles here. So listen guys, I want to shoot a quick video for you guys. And if I'm looking a little bit tired, I do apologize. We were working all last night, got up very early this morning. So, life of an entrepreneur. Anyway, let me get right to it guys. So, I've gotten a question from you folks over time, a number of you. And I thought I answered this question during one of our hangouts. In fact, I'm pretty sure I did, but I want to put it to bed once and for all. I just got one of the team members just sent me an email this morning asking the question, which I'm going to address right now, guys. So it deals with purchasing traffic. In particular, it deals with purchasing solo ads, aligning yourself with a solo ad vendor, working with a solo ad vendor. Now, guys, as you all know, there are many different solo ad vendors out there. As of right now, at the time of me shooting this video, there are two vendors that I've been recommending to you folks. All right. There's many others out there, but as of right now, there's two that I've been recommending to you folks, and you should know who they are. If you don't know who they are, just look inside of our team Facebook group. But one vendor in particular, and now that I think about it, guys, I think what I'm going to share with you right here deals with both of the vendors. But one of the vendors in particular, what they are recommending, guys. I know a lot of you are new for us purchasing solo ads. It's a new strategy for you. A lot of you haven't done it before. And the two vendors that I'm recommending, like I said, one in particular, what they are asking for, or what they are telling you, what they're recommending for you when you give them your link, it seems that they want to build a landing page for you, an opt-in page. Some people call it a squeeze page. Again, it's a landing page. Well, all of you have a landing page, regardless of what you're promoting, whether it's in the 4% group or Techademics, you have pre-made landing pages. And many of you are creating your own custom landing pages. However, the vendors, these solo ad vendors, what they're doing, and I'm seeing this not from just these two vendors, but other vendors out there too. The industry, all industries, guys, they change over time. And maybe one person's doing something, then another company starts doing it, and another. Before you know it, everybody's doing it. So what I'm seeing now, that a lot of vendors, these two in particular, they are recommending that they create the landing page for you. And their reasoning behind that is that it's their list. Remember, you're just tapping into their list. And their reasoning is they know their list better than you, which is true. Okay, they should. I would hope they do know their list better than you. But I'm telling you, folks, that's really irrelevant. Listen, if you are brand new, right out of the gate, you're brand new to online marketing. You just joined their team. You're not familiar with creating, or you haven't developed the skills for us creating your own landing page, and this is all new to you. And the solo ad vendor is telling you, hey, listen, let us create the landing page for you, okay? And also, let me just back up for a second, guys. By them creating that landing page for you, they are guaranteeing you a certain opt-in rate. I know at one time with one of the vendors, they were guaranteeing a 60% opt-in rate. Now I think it's down to 40%. I'm not quite sure why they made that change, but I think, guys, I think their guarantee is 40%. Here's what I'll tell you. While it sounds nice on the surface, folks, this is my recommendation. Now, guys, listen, I want to back up a little bit more. Even though you're new, you got to understand something. When you signed up for the 4% group or Techademics, please understand, regardless of whatever you're thinking, please understand, folks, this is not a hobby. This is not a thing. This is not something you're kind of doing on the side. And even if you think you're testing, even if you think you're dipping your toe in the water, I got news for you. You are starting a real business, whether you know it or not. Now, having said that, that gives you a lot of freedom. And it gives you the opportunity to really develop yourself as an online entrepreneur. What I'm telling you, folks, is you are in control. This is your business. Wherever you go out and spend money, okay, whatever vendor you contract, whatever service you contract, please keep this at the forefront of your mind. Those people work for you. When you purchase a solo ad, for that time being that you are working with that solo ad vendor until all of your traffic is delivered, you're the boss, not them. It's your call. And I'm telling you, my recommendation is to create your own custom landing page and give that to them. Or if you're new and you're not really familiar with doing that yet, just go ahead, use the company generic landing page, whether it's Techademics or whether it's the 4% group. Okay. Now again, so the reason why they want to create the landing page for you is because by doing that, they're offering you something called solo ad insurance, which in my opinion, I think that's really a gimmick, folks. It's not. And you know, some people, this video might get leaked out to some people, and they may not like what I have to say, but I'm telling you, folks, that's the truth. The truth of the matter is, listen, I'm not quite sure how any vendor could do that anyway. I don't believe that anyone can guarantee you an opt-in rate. Now, if the person creates a decent, half decent landing page and the traffic is good, well, you're going to get a decent opt-in rate. You're going to get, 30 or 40% or better. That's a given. Okay. In fact, even if the landing page is kind of crappy, all right, as long as the traffic is good, as long as the the list, the solo ad vendor list is good, you're gonna get a decent opt-in rate. But as far as guaranteeing a certain opt-in rate, I really just don't know how somebody could do that. In fact, I'm not going to tell solo ad vendors how to run their business, but I don't think there should be a guarantee on opt-in rates. Listen, again, if the list is good, you're going to get a decent opt-in rate. We like to go for 30% or better. So to answer your question, team, because a lot of you have been asking me, to answer your question, I would recommend that you use one of the company generic landing pages, or simply create your own. And learn how to become an online marketer. Yeah, maybe you might lose a little bit of money on a campaign. Who knows? Maybe you might end up with a 20 or 25% opt-in conversion rate. But at the same time, you're learning how to be a marketer. You're not depending on a solo ad vendor or anyone or me or a company, whoever. Building landing pages, folks, is a skill. And I say this over and over. I beat it like a dead horse over and over that, online marketing, there are certain skills that you need to develop. And when you hear that word skill, a light bulb should go off. You should say to yourself, oh, that's a skill. Oh, that's a skill. If it's a skill, it's something you need to practice. You'll get better at it. You'll master it. And if somebody is holding your hand and is going to create all of your landing pages for you, guess what? You'll never learn how to create an effective landing page on your own. So again, you guys have asked me. In my opinion, it is not necessary. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. If you really want to be lazy and have them create your landing page for you, go ahead. It's not a bad thing. I'm saying it's not necessary. I'm saying if you use one of the company generic landing pages, you should get a pretty good opt-in conversion rate as long as the list is good. And if you create your own, even though you're new and it may not be that good, I'm sure you'll still get a decent opt-in conversion rate. Also, I've always told you guys, it'll only take me like a minute to look at a landing page. If you created your own custom landing page, run it by me. I'll critique it for you. I'll let you know if it's something that I don't think is going to convert. So again, guys, I just wanted to put that to bed. Again, if someone out there is going to ask me this question again, I can tell you right now, I'm not going to answer it. Again, guys, we're all adults here. It's time to become professional entrepreneurs. I'm not going to answer the question. What I will do, politely, okay, I will refer the person to this video. All right? So again, Solo ad vendors, if you're listening out there, listen, we appreciate it, but we can handle our own landing pages. We'll give you our landing pages, and wherever the chips may fall, okay, we're big boys and girls. We'll deal with that opt-in rate. If it's a really really terrible opt-in rate, listen, it has nothing to do with the landing page. You and I both know it. It has to do with your list. And let me end this video by saying, guys, again, if you decide that you do want the solo ad vendor to create your landing page, hey, knock yourself out. I'm just saying it's not necessary. Miles's recommendation is to well, here's my number one recommendation. Take the company landing page, and again, we're using ClickFunnels, which I love. You can make all types of changes and modifications. Take the company landing page and modify it a little bit. All right. And plus, you're not just using one anyway. You should be split testing 2 or 3 landing pages. So take the company generic landing page and go ahead, make some changes, make it look a little different from the basic format. All right. Make 2 or 3 of them and go ahead and put that on a tracking link, a rotator. All right, so you can split test those landing pages and give your tracking link to the vendor. End of story. One last thing I want to leave with you, which this is kind of another subject. It would really involve probably another video, so I'm not going to talk too much about it. I don't want this video to go too long, but another thing that I don't like the way the industry has went, and again, I like solo ads, okay? I use that strategy. I'm just saying things have changed over the years. It's very important that you have a message to market match. A message to market match. And the only way you can really be assured that you're going to do that is by giving the solo ad vendor your swipe file. You're in control of the message. You give them the swipe file. However, what I'm seeing is most solo ad vendors nowadays, they won't accept your swipe file. They want to create it for you. And again, I'm not really sure why. I haven't really had the time to sit down and really have a conversation with some of these solo ad vendors and find out, hey, listen, why won't you let me give you my swipe file? Okay, in other words, you know your list better than me. I'll buy that. But guess what? I know my product better than you. In other words, I can tailor my swipe file, my message, I can tailor it to my product. So again, a lot of them won't let you give them a swipe file. They're creating it for you. And the only problem with that is you don't know what they're mailing their list. You don't know what message their list is getting. And that can be a problem at times. So anyway, guys, I'll talk about that on another video. Hope this helps. Again, so you have my recommendation. I hope I've answered your question. Again, if it's me, okay, I'm not going to. Solo ad vendors, they know me. They don't even bother asking. Okay, I don't need them to create a landing page for me. I'll just use the generic company landing page, or I'll take it, modify it, and create my own. So hope that helps, guys. Miles Seegers. I'll see you folks in the next video when I'm a little more awake. All right, take care, guys.